What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. I want to show you somebody. I'm going to just put this guy's face up here. I found this story by accident, just getting on the internet this morning. I wanted to share it with you. See this guy up here? This guy is Trevor Nolan from Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out Memphis. And this 33-year-old man, remember he's 33 years old, has been arrested for stalking and threatening a woman that he had recently met. This guy got locked up because he wouldn't leave this woman alone. Now, before I show you what he did in this short video, I want to just talk about something real quick. I don't know what it is in people that stalk. I could never get that, understand it. Another thing is, I can't understand when you stalk somebody that tells you, leave me alone, and you can't leave them alone. And then you go out of your way to do crazy stuff. I don't even know what the end game is to where you want this person to be yours. Now, I'm going to show you this short video, and we're going to come back and I'm going to read something to you. And just take a look.
Memphis man is under arrest accused of stalking a woman and getting a fake marriage license, naming the victim as his wife. So get this. 33-year-old Trevor Nolan is charged with harassment. The victim told police that Nolan was calling her and threatening to kill her if she refused to be with him. Well, she blocked his calls, but says he sent her text messages, made a fake marriage license, and told her she was his wife. Police say Nolan called the victim more than 300 times.
Why? Why? Why would anybody do that? Especially nowadays with how easily it is for a man to get jammed up on charges, false allegations of sexual harassment, so on and so forth. This guy's 33 years old. When I first seen this, I couldn't believe it. Let me read you something up here real quick. This guy should be ashamed of his damn self. It says, Memphis, Tennessee, a man is accused of stalking a woman and creating a fake marriage license, was arrested. On January 23rd, a woman went to the police station on 444 North Main Street and stated to police that Trevor Nolan, aged 33, had been making threats to kill her if she refused to be with him. According to court documents, the victim said he had been harassing her for weeks. He admitted it. Remember that. The woman told police Nolan called her 322 times from different phone numbers and threatened to kill her and her friend. She said Nolan also created a fake marriage license with her name on it and sent her several text messages saying, "You are my wife." Reports say she showed police a text message from a phone number where Nolan identified himself saying, "You know who this is. This is Trevor." Police said they also listened to a 2-minute voice message that matched Nolan's voice. The victim said she is in fear for her life and wants Nolan to leave her alone. Simple request. Nolan now I want you to pay attention to this part. Nolan has been charged with harassment and stalking. He was released on his own recognizance and will appear in court next week. So basically, he was arrested Thursday. I guess he went to TV court Friday morning, and then they released him because this came out yesterday. Now I'm going to show you something. Before we get to the main reason I'm doing this video, people have been stalking for the longest time, and it's the stupidest thing. He blew this girl's phone up 322 times from different different phone numbers, not giving her a lick of peace. The girl done told you she don't want to deal with you, and you still doing this. I wonder what goes on in the head of these men and women that bother guys, where they feel as though they got to keep blowing your phone up. to where something in your head will click and say, you know what, this person really does care for me and love me. Maybe I'll just concede and submit to this person. It doesn't work like that. This guy went and got a marriage license, did the homework to find out what a marriage license looked like, and then go and make a fictitious license. That's a lot of time and energy. So basically, he gonna try to steal a woman like squatters try to steal houses. I want you to let that sink in for a second. He was trying to steal a woman like squatters try to steal houses. It's not safe out here for nobody. The woman told them, I don't feel safe. The man's threatened me. You got on text messages that he said he would kill her, identified himself, went on a 2-minute tirade on a voice message, and they let him out the next day. See that? Look down here. This is the main reason why I want to talk about this. Nolan was released, has been charged with harassment and stalking. He threatened to kill her. They still let him out. Released on his own recognizance and will appear in court next week. You know why they did that? Now, us with common sense, we're in the world. We see what's happening. We see that it's getting worse and worse, and people are getting slaps on the wrist, and it's emboldening them to do braver and braver crimes where people are losing their lives. How many times have you seen crimes that I've done or just in the news where somebody got out on bond and killed the person they thought is responsible for putting them in jail when they themselves are the ones responsible with the actions? How many times have you seen that? What I think, and this is just my opinion, the new mindset of people with the advancement of technology, and as human beings progress in their longevity and just their existence on this planet, people develop ways and actions that supersede standard law and punishment criteria. That's what it is. Because I'm sitting up here thinking, the guy threatened to kill her. He made a fake marriage license. You obviously something wrong with him, and they still let him out. Why? Because he fit within the guidelines of if a crime is serious or not, depending on the statistics of the probability that something will happen after that. That's why he's out. That's why a lot of people get a certain amount of bond, a certain this, a certain that. Times have changed. People has changed. Violence has changed. Evil has changed. Motives have changed. Yet the law stays the same. The guidelines stay the same. As human beings and the world progresses, so should the justice system, but it doesn't. It doesn't. In fact, I think the justice system is one of the main things in America as we advance in time that needs the most tweaking. But it seems like nobody wants to deal with it. There are law books on top of law books on top of law books out here that a lot of them probably have to be rewritten because they got a bunch of statutes and limitations in it, and nobody wants to do that paperwork. It's almost like rewriting the dictionary because more words have been added or words have been taken away, but nobody wants to do that. It's tedious, it takes time, and it takes effort. Something nobody wants to deal with, and I think this type of stuff happens. People's minds are progressing with what we're exposed to, new breakthroughs, technology, like I said. People's minds are different. A mindset in 2024 is different than the mindset of somebody in 1984. The mindset of somebody in 1984 is different than somebody in 1954. You see where I'm going? Why? Because of what we're exposed to, what we see, how values were. You know what I'm saying? How men looked at men, how women looked at women, how we both looked at each other in relationships, how we looked at society as a whole, how we wanted to progress for our children's children. You don't see that no more. And this is why this type of stuff is happening and will continue to happen. It will get worse because everybody's that's in power seems to be ignoring the signs that we're headed to imminent social destruction. That's just my opinion. Leave me a comment. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care. This is a goddamn shame.